Alright, so going off that last video, there was a couple of questions as to what I run and what the fashion I have is. So, as far as what I run aspect-wise, Diamond Lance, Cryoclasm. Occasionally in PvE though, I'll switch to Tectonic Harvest, just so I have more abilities coming through. Cold Snap is what I use. It can be consistent, it can be very inconsistent. It's a just kind of throw it and see. Shiver Strike, the only melee we have. To pair with the Cadmus, we use Rally Barricade. When I do use the Rally Barricade, I don't tend to throw it in front of me. I tend to 180 and just kind of throw it behind me. And then I'll just walk through it if I need to. It allows me to backpedal through it if a shotgunner's coming my way and then just plink away at him with the sidearm. The aspects, though, I do run Diamond Lance and Cryoclasm for the 5 fragment slots. That's the main reason I run it. And then through the fragments, we've got Durance for that slow, so that the Wicked Implement slows for a little bit longer. Shards for the boost to grenade recharge rate, and since it's a 2-minute grenade, you can have them fairly consistently, which is nice. And then I've got Conduction on, and this was a pick mainly for the Resilience and the Intellect, but it was also a pick for Tectonic Harvest. So I could shift that around and use a different one. Defeating slowed or frozen targets grants class ability, but I would then have to figure out where I'm going to get more of my stat package. But going down to 7 wouldn't be terrible, because I've got Hedrons, which gives me plus 30 to the top 3 stats, so I could be fine with that. And then I also get extra aim assist for Wicked Implement and my sidearm, which is very nice. And the AE does help the sidearm when I'm backpedaling. The one thing I do like about Diamond Lance and that 5th slot is the primary ammo weapons do increase damage to the stasis crystals, which right now with the artifact perks, the Pillar of Ice and Hail the Storm, it does help me get double and triple kills off of my first couple headshot kills. I had a couple games a couple days ago where it was 2 headshot kills back to back. I break both crystals and it kills another 2 or 3, almost. Or it kills another 1 or 2 people. Kind of fun. I'm hoping, and I figure it will probably happen at some point down the line since Stasis isn't done getting its changes yet, that at least Hail the Storm, the little shards that spread out, I do kind of hope those come back as a part of Stasis itself. Maybe not the extra damage, but at least the little shards would be kind of nice. And then I think that goes over my fragments that I normally run. I know that as far as that video yesterday, there were people saying that Howl of the Storm also takes out Well of Radiance pretty consistently. The one reason I don't run it, though, is that I prefer to have the melee to either punch someone off of the map or into a wall and do the 1-2 punch, because, and I don't know how many people know about it, you've probably seen some other behemoths out there do it, but you can Shiver Strike and then immediately go for an uncharged melee, and in non-checkmate modes, that is an immediate 1-hit kill, or a 1-2 kill. So, main reason I don't use Howl of the Storm. My buddy that I normally go and play with, he ran it for a while, before the buff and after the buff, and he had trouble using it to freeze, but when he did freeze, it did allow him to get kills consistently, and then create Diamond Lances. So he used it in place of Cryo, but he was also running Dunes, so that kind of made up for that. That's my main reason for not running it. If I had a say in how Stasis was built, I would make I would rework Tectonic Harvest and just put the Shattering Stasis crystals into the supers. I would do that on all 3 classes because having to specifically build into them with an aspect while the other Darkness class can do it for free, kind of odd. I think that kind of goes over aspects and fragments. As far as my stat splits, this top set is built mainly around neutral game. As a Titan, you want resilience, you want about 8 or 9 recovery. Usually that's where people sit. I like 6 mobility. I find myself that it allows me to strafe just that little bit to keep myself from dying constantly, because I was sitting at 2, I think, prior to this. So, but then with Hedrons, this is all over like 9, 110, 110. And then I do need to get some Artifice Armor, because that would help get some of my extra stats situated better. But for now, it's what I've got to run, what I'm running with. So, my grenade, probably about 40 seconds, realistically, is what I end up having it. So, 1L of my stuff is running. I'm running about 310s, almost 4, which is very nice. I have Stasis Surge for just that extra little bit of consistent damage. 3 Unflinching, 1 Stasis Loader, maybe 2, depends. I think I was running 2 I've been running 2 for I think the past couple weeks. And then either 1 Siphon or 3 Targeting. I'll switch between them. Time Dilation to help give the Elemental Charge a little bit extra uptime. My PvE build, I went Font of Wisdom, special... Oh, let's go over here. It'll show the mods better. I've got essentially 3 of these to help jack the bottom stats. I also tried to get all of my stats as close to 7 as I could, since they changed... I think it was shards they removed the resilience off of it. It did nerf my build slightly. It doesn't matter that much. Still pretty solid. And especially in PvE, you're freezing left, right, and center, so it's always up. So I have like 4 10s and a 9 and then a 7. So that's what I normally run PvE wise. Still the same surge. And then as far as fashion, this is what you'll mainly see me running. The Assassin's Creed chestplate ornament, the Witcher boots and gauntlets, the IO mark with the Twitch Prime shader Highlander, and then the ornament for Cadmus because it does not look good otherwise, and then something that just gives it a helmet effect. That's what the look is. That's what you'll usually see me run. That's why I run the aspects I do, my fragments. As far as that, go have fun. I am beyond astounded by how well that video yesterday did. Thank you everyone for stopping by and interacting and all that. That made my day. That was awesome. And I think with that, I'm gonna leave this here. Y'all have a good day. Go have fun in the Crucible. And I'll see you in the next one. Good night.